Hi, thanks for clicking in. I am so excited to be here today to share with you an amazing technique that can literally change your future. My name is Francine Landry, and I am the next Francine Landry. More on that later. I am a life coach, and I empower people to believe in themselves and to believe that all things are possible in order to create the life of their dreams. With a shed full of tools, I help my clients weed out old destructive patterns and beliefs so that they can plant seeds for success in their lives. Because what I have come to know is that as you fertilize and nurture those seeds of desire that are planted deep within you, you grow and you become the deliberate creator of your life. Just as an acorn has everything it needs in its tiny seed to grow into a majestic oak tree, so too do you have in your seeds of desire everything that you need to bring it to fruition. Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. It is your imagination that fuels your passion. Your passion then ignites your heart and your mind to take inspired action. I'm going to teach you today about how to use future visioning in order to realize your dreams and desires. One of my favorite creation stories happened a number of years ago when my husband was about to celebrate a milestone birthday. I was determined to throw him a big surprise party, as well as find him the perfect surprise gift. For years, my husband had been telling me that one day that he was going to own a vintage VW Beetle in mint condition. This wasn't just any car to him. You see, when he was in high school, his friend owned a car like that, and they used to drive around, top down, wind in their hair, rock and roll on the radio, picking up their friends, having fun, and being free. He could see himself in his mind's eye into the future as a successful businessman wearing his jeans, in his convertible, the top down, the wind in his hair, enjoying his day. So I thought, how hard could it be to find a vintage convertible bug? Well, I was about to find out because the universe was going to show me. I had given myself lots of time to find the perfect gift. I went the usual route and looked in the newspaper and found a couple of convertible bugs listed. I set the appointments. It was late spring. There was still a little snow on the ground. As I went to the first appointment, the man took me to the back of his property, to his dark, dank garage. When he opened up the garage door, I could see the form of a convertible bug under its winter tarp. As he pulled it back, I saw it was a red bug. Well, not a candy apple red, but a dark maroon red with a dark interior. I noticed the mag wheels, and as he started it up and it choked a bit, I thought, looks like an old, used car, not the car that was in my mind's eye. I thanked him and told him I wasn't looking for a red car. The next place I went to, again, in the garage, but this time no tarp. And as he opened the garage door, I could see a beautiful yellow bug. This could be it. This could be the car. And as the man turned the ignition, it sounded more like a Harley Davidson than a beautiful sounding bug. I was disappointed, but I knew that I was going to find that perfect car. I realized, as every good farmer knows, that planting the seed is only the first step. Now it was time to do some weeding. I decided to wait for convertible weather. Perhaps there would be more available. So as weeks passed and it started to get warmer outside, I started checking the papers again. But the same two convertibles were still in the paper. Doubt started creeping into my mind that perhaps I was not going to be able to find the perfect car. But just as soon as that doubt creeped in, I affirmed to myself, no, I am going to find that gift. So I affirmed what it was I was wanting. I was planting that seed and affirming that it was coming. I didn't know how it was going to come, but I just knew that I would find it. One day, I was driving down the highway. By this time, it was middle of June. I was in my mommy van. I just picked up my son from school. Beautiful day, sun was shining, old rock and roll on the radio. And what do I see in my rearview mirror but this beautiful silver convertible coming up behind me to pass me? I sped up to try to catch him and started honking at him and waving madly to get him to pull off the highway. He got off at the next exit and pulled into a gas station. I thanked him profusely for stopping, and I asked him, "I'm sorry to have pulled you over, but is your car for sale?" He told me that no, it wasn't for sale. It was actually his wife's car. Well, then, of course, I told him the whole story of my husband's wish to have a vintage Bug, and I said, "Your car is absolutely the perfect car." I said, "Would you consider selling it?" He said that he would talk it over with his wife because actually there was something that they were really wanting, and perhaps the sale of this car would help them attain it. Well, you can imagine what happened next. My husband received the best surprise birthday gift of a vintage, mint condition convertible Bug, and I got to be the one to grant him that wish. Future visioning puts you in the driver's seat. You plant your seed of desire, you nurture it, you care for it, you imagine it in your mind's eye as if you already have it. And then you let it go. Believe that it will come to you. Enjoy the ride. Your fabulous future is waiting for you.